Alright, for our yakitori skewers, I'm going to want some of the bottom part of the green onion. I do not want to use the tops, just the bottom portions. But for garnishing our plate, I will use some of the tops. So we're just going to finely chop this. And to keep my grill from flaring up too bad, I'm going to trim off a little bit of the excess fat. I don't want to trim it all off, but just a little bit. And then we're going to take and cut this into strips. Alright, we're going to start putting our strips of chicken thigh on our skewers. Now remember, the skewers have been soaked in water. Anyway, what we're going to do, we're just putting this on here. We're kind of folding it over. And then we're going to put a piece of green onion after each strip. Alright, our grill's ready. So we're going to start putting our chicken strips on here. And now we're going to start brushing on some of our homemade teriyaki sauce. The first coat will go kind of thin, and then we'll just keep flipping them over and we'll get thicker. All in all, we're going to put about 3 coats on each side, and the last coat's going to be pretty thick. But really what we're doing is we're caramelizing this sauce on there, and it really brings the flavor to it. Alright, so it's time for our last coat. And we're going to put this on nice and thick, and then after we get it on, we'll flip it over for a couple seconds, and then this is going to be ready. And when I was in Japan, anytime I smelled yakitori cooking, I had to go find the location of where it was at and get some. Alright, now we'll flip these over to get that last little bit of crunchiness on there. Alright, so we're going to garnish these with a little bit of green onion. Remember we chopped that up earlier? And we're going to sprinkle on some sesame seeds. They don't really add any flavor, but man, they sure look pretty. And so, how does our yakitori taste? It's as good as the yakitori I ate when I was in Japan.